Okay, so this is a follow-on video. I've just done the video on the Piper Tomahawk add-ons, and I thought it might be fun to do a short video about some other add-ons that I think are really great. So the add-ons, the aircraft now in the simulators, both in X-Plane 11 and Prepared, I think are really good quality compared to the ones that were in the earlier versions. But if you buy a paid for add-on, particularly the HD add-ons, and with the newer add-ons now with the higher quality textures, they are pretty impressive. So I thought I've gone through quite a number of add-ons, and some companies are better at updating them when the simulators improve than others. And here's a small selection of those add-ons, just to point you to the companies and the quality add-ons that I think you might want to consider. Again, it's just a matter of personal choice. It depends what you want to buy and what kind of aircraft you want to fly. I've also got a couple of PMDG add-ons. The 747 Queen of the Sky, in my view, is phenomenal. It is probably one of the most high quality add-ons that I have got, and also their 737 series is equally high quality. They're quite expensive though, and I've not included those in the add-on reviews here, as you can check out the PMDG site yourself separately, and there are quite a lot of videos about those aircraft already online. So if you just follow through, I'll go through each aircraft in turn, say what I think is really great, and then you can then make your own choice. So here you can see the A2A C172R. It is looks new. It hasn't got the same weathering and aging effects as some of the other add-ons, but really clear, solid graphics. When you start it, it doesn't start the radio stack, so you need just to turn those on, or so I've found. And also sometimes the plane can play up. There is a configuration file. You need to find that in the A2A folder and then reset any failures if the plane either won't start or plays up. Here you can see the external graphics. They are not as sharp as some of the planes, but they are good quality graphics. The reflections are pretty good. The control surfaces work really well. And here in the forward look again, you can see the attention to detail on the reflections off the fuselage. Really nice plane to fly, although it does kick a bit to the left on takeoff. And here is the 400 Corvallis TT. It has a setup screen at the beginning, which is quite useful. And here in the cockpit you can see it's a joystick flight, so I prefer planes with a yoke. But again, absolutely tremendous quality in the cockpit. Really clear graphics, really clear displays. And on the right hand display, the map display, if you just push the enter button, and the maps will come up. And the sound is tremendous too. And you can see here the external graphics. Really great attention to detail. This is an amazing plane. Quite a modern plane, but really fun to fly, pretty fast. and the lines and the design of it are really really great. I really enjoy flying this plane, and I really recommend that you consider getting it and adding it to your simulator. And here in the top view you can see the again the attention to detail on the modelling and the high quality of the aircraft. So this is a bit of a departure. This is the Just Flight Hunter. Again, the attention in the cockpit, the weathering, the attention to detail, the detail on this plane, which is a vintage plane, is tremendous. You can see outside the animation of the canopy, the quality of the external modelling. And the canopy closing again. This is an amazing aircraft to fly. It really flies well. It's just fun to fly. It's fast, it's manoeuvrable, and it responds really, really well to the controls. And here you can see from the top view the effort that's gone into making this classic aircraft look really, really great. And again from Just Flight, the Just Flight Vulcan. I had the Iris Vulcan, and I have to say this is a bit more difficult to start. You really need to go through the manual to get this one started. But again, the weathering, the attention to detail, the quality and the depth of the graphics is amazing. Here on the start panel you can see the switches. All the switches are working. And the external modelling again, what an iconic aircraft. And you can see the effort that's gone into making this plane look fantastic. And some of the fittings as well, when you turn the aircraft off and you secure it, the covers come over the air intake. And in the top view you can see the classic Delta wings. Absolutely tremendous plane. And here we have another classic, a really, really classic plane, the Spitfire. It's called the Dunkirk Spitfire, another Just Flight plane. But again, absolutely amazing. Intricate detail in the cockpit. The intricacy of the gauges and the sound of the engine. Those Merlin engines, modelled fantastically. And here externally you can see again the weathering, the animation on the canopy, and the Merlin again purring away. And again the step marks on the wing, the canopy animation, attention to detail, really, really great modelling. It's a classic from the Just Flight team. And the forward look again, where you can hear the sound of the engine. Classic sound from a Spitfire. Finally the top view where you can see the the real quality. So now a bit of a different plane, a Cessna 441 Conquest from Flysimware. It's trickier plane to fly, this, obviously a twin engine, but again the graphics, particularly in virtual reality, the graphics and the quality of the cockpit. The setup screen, if you press shift 1, you can do a lot with the tanks, the map, ATC, systems, settings. You can put the GPS on, the sat-nav, and if you press ready to start, the systems will come alive, the electrics will come on, but it doesn't auto start. You need to start it yourself. It's fairly simple to start though. I found you just need to click on the start electrics and then click the start switch to the left, and then press the start button, and then the start switch to the right, and press the start button for the right engine. You'll hear the auto start click off when the engine is up to full revs. And here the external modelling again. It's a beautiful aircraft, and inside as well the cabin is really well modelled. Flies very well. I have to say it is more difficult to fly, particularly landing wise, although the instruments on an instrument landing are tremendously well modelled. And finally, this is the dynamic. Well, it has an FG and a DG model by Lionheart Creations. Bit more of a basic model, I think, but again you can hear the sound is tremendous. Again, another joystick flight, but it is fun to fly. It flies really well. It is pretty straightforward to fly, and it's got a good glass cockpit, so it's good for clear directions and landing. And here again the external model. A really modern, sleek aircraft. Great visibility through the large open windscreen. Very sleek design, very fast, very manoeuvrable, and great fun to fly this plane. I actually flew a very similar plane to this when I had my last real flight, and it was a really great experience. As I say, the all-round visibility makes the flight real fun. You can see the attention to detail in the modelling, and this has a number of different textures that you can choose from. I hope that was helpful. As I say, those are just the aircraft that I've kept coming back to, because both of the quality and because of the flight models, they're really fun to fly. I hope you found that helpful. I hope it helps you to choose which add-ons you might want to use to enhance your simulator, or to even build your simulator around. Really grateful for any comments, any thoughts. If you want to subscribe, that'd be great too. And that's all I've got for you today, so I'll catch you next time.